What's up, Bobby?
What's up?
Well,
What up, y'all?
So
we're
we were
just
talking about Orlando and Cleveland.
Orlando and Cleveland. That was a garbage game. I didn't watch that.
yeah. I didn't watch it either. I've mostly been box score watching because I'm gonna be honest. This is the one series. This is the one series I wasn't interested in the first round. But
I like this series.
Of course you do.
I and I watched majority of this game. The first half was actually decent. I don't know what happened to the Cavs in the third quarter. They just played terrible.
I watched game two, and that shit looked like AAU basketball. And I said, no, I'm not watching this shit.
I've watched every game of this series.
I watched the first two and a half. I watched half of the last game.
Yeah, I've
I've
watched
watched.
every game of this series, all four quarters, each one.
I cannot do that.
You're a better man than me. I ain't gonna lie. I've watched every game of the Clippers series. I've watched every game of the Lakers series. I've watched majority of the Wolves series. I think I missed game one. I've watched three game. Yeah, I've watched three games out of. Yeah, I've watched all the Bucks games, and that's about it.
Uh,
Yeah.
the only I missed three games. The Timberwolves and Suns game three did not watch. Had a feeling the Suns would lose, and they did it. Didn't watch the Lakers game three. I was kind of scared for good reason. Then the Celtics and Heat game, I just stopped watching in the second quarter today.
I feel like I feel like if the Lakers would have won game two, I think it was a more of a mental thing for the Lakers going into this series. If they would have won game two, we would have been looking at them a lot more favorably than we do now, even though they won game four.
So the Suns could get swept tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Good.
And
1,000%.
I want them to get swept.
I'm I'm going into
Wait,
every
no, I
single
don't. I need that money.
I'm going into every single group chat trolling tomorrow. I thought Wolves would lose game three and then finish out the series, but the fact that they're up 3-0 is crazy to me.
what does Yusuf Nurkic even do? Like, why is he
Nothing.
there?
He doesn't do anything. He can't
Exactly.
shoot. He's not fast. He can't jump. He's not tall.
I I I knew this series was over when I watched Rudy Gobert throw two flashy passes in the same game.
Rudy Gobert had a fadeaway in game one or two. It was so
And it was an
nice.
and one too.
It was so nasty. I was like, I
Off
it
the
was,
glass too.
It was amazing.
That was the best shot I think he's ever made in his life.
Definitely.
Because he turned the wrong way too.
The Suns are terrible.
I've been saying that.
They don't have a pick for like the next 5 years, and they have no money.
The Suns.
Yes,
I thought I thought the Suns should have went and got Tyus Jones when when they had the chance because they needed a real point guard. I
yes.
thought they were too
Yo,
small.
that would have been
I thought
perfect because he never turns the ball over.
Hmm?
They don't need Bradley Beal. He
They don't.
They
he's a
didn't.
good player, but in Phoenix makes no sense.
I w- if Bradley Bill wanted to be on a contender, it would have made more sense for a team like I don't know OKC to go get him just because they needed another consistent scoring option. The fact that it was Phoenix is kind of stupid.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about the Pelicans OKC series?
What'd you say?
After game one, I thought the Pelicans would at least get one, especially if Zion was healthy. I thought this series would definitely go the Pelicans' way because I still think they get eliminated in round two because my biggest problem with OKC is outside of Chet, they have no real size. So when they face like elite bigs, like a Jokic, like a Anthony Davis, well, in round two, they're probably gonna get either the Mavericks or the Clippers, and even then, the Clippers are gonna. I mean, the Mavericks would cause them a lot of problem because they're a team that throws a shit ton of lobs and plays inside the paint. So once Chet gets into like foul trouble, it's like
It's
what
over.
can they really do at the rim? So
Jalen Williams is not the answer.
I thought the Pelicans could get one off of that but then Zion, went down, so I
The
stopped didn't
Pel
watch the series.
the
That
Pelicans
was
ain't
Zion
another.
getting hurt automatically made them get swept.
the crazy thing is the Pelicans should have won game one, but that last possession was just terrible. And the CJ McCollum was making me really mad because he's been terrible. The the lights out of
CJ's
bright
been
is
this. CJ's
there's
been this
no
for years.
Zion.
I don't know what y'all. CJ's been this for years, so like I'm not even surprised.
CJ McCollum is terrible in the playoffs.
Like if you only time he wasn't terrible is when he was saving Damian Lillard's ass.
2019.
2019 and that one series where Damian actually no, him and Damian Lillard were both put in the chokehold by Drew Holiday. He was fucking them up.
In that Pelican series, that was crazy.
What
Brandon
series was that?
Ingram is Brandon Ingram has also made me mad. You're the best player on the team right now.
He's
Why are you
injured.
finishing the game with 18 points?
He's injured.
Y'all,
He's on one leg.
hold on. The
Why is he
Ravens have the
playing?
best secondary in the league.
Ingram is injured. He's on one leg.
Why is he
He's
playing?
always high.
Why is he playing? Because they look a lot better with an injured Ingram versus not having him at all.
He might as well just not play because he's looked terrible.
He was solid in game one.
And uh,
But he
that's
has been injured all series.
yeah. Hey, do y'all think the Pelicans are trading Zion and Brandon Ingram?
No.
Uh-oh.
I
Why would they
don't
do
know if
that?
they keep
Their
both
team is
of them.
good.
I
They
still
both
think
they both stay injured, and every time they're in a playoff series, one of them is out.
we still haven't seen Zion play a true playoff game yet.
Yeah,
No,
that's
we haven't because they made the playoffs last year and he was hurt. They made the playoffs this year. He's hurt.
Honestly, if he didn't get hurt, I thought they were gonna beat the Lakers.
Oh, they were. Zion was going on. He might have gotten 50 in that game. Oh, Rohan just texted me.
oh, but with OKC about them needing another big. I think they should go after Nicholas Claxton. I think he's a free agent this year.
Nick
He,
Nick,
Clay, Nick
he's skinny,
Claxton
but he's a great defender.
I I don't think Nick Claxton would want to play a backup role though.
I mean, he already is kind of one.
But I think it would
Materialistically.
work. But I think it'll work out because who wants to be a Brooklyn Net? I mean, you might be a backup, but you will have a bigger role if you're playing in OKC, and he'll look a lot better and get a lot more attention playing with a team like that.
Also, your
Um,
team would win 57 games and not 27.
but if he does want, if he is willing to sacrifice, I'd love to see him in OKC.
Because I feel Nicholas Claxton is the perfect big for a lot of teams.
Wait,
I feel
what?
like this Nicholas Claxton, he's like the perfect backup big for a lot of teams. I feel like the Spurs could use him too.
See, but
Yeah.
the difference between the Spurs and like OKC is Nick Claxton could play next to Wimby, and the rim protection would be like off the charts because Wimby can play on the perimeter.
Hey, you could do that. I just,
And
the Spurs are getting
the
somebody in free agency. Maybe
the
Paul
rim,
George.
yeah, but the rim protection would be nasty in fucking San Antonio if they got Nicholas Claxton.
Oh yeah, they block every shot.
What else? What else is there to talk about?
I
The
like the
Knicks
fact that
and
the Lakers can still somehow win.
LeBron would have to pull another miracle out his ass. Uh, like,
if the,
like
if the Lakers come back from 3-0, what does it say about Denver?
Frauds.
it says a lot. It
But it doesn't say
we
as
can't
much
really,
as it
we
will
can't
say
really
about
call
LeBron.
them. We can, it'll say more about the Lakers than it would about Denver because we can't really call them frauds because they just came off winning a championship.
True.
It'd say a lot more about the Lakers than it would about Denver, but it would have Denver questioning. If the Denver somehow lost this series, I wouldn't panic because most organizations like, oh, we need to move a player, we need to move this, that, and third. I genuinely think it's just because their bench got a lot worse if they were to
Oh,
somehow lose this.
But
hey yo,
also,
Chris, I got the craziest scenario that I think I've ever came up with.
We listen.
I said I got the craziest scenario I think ever.
We're
Right.
listening.
All right. The Lakers force game 6, 7, right? They win this series somehow.
Doubtful, but keep going.
Yeah. They win the West. And they win
And
it all.
I like this.
listen,
Then
listen. I don't like this because I'd have to sacrifice Luca for that to work, and I'm not doing that.
I like this idea.
hold
Continue.
on. Then they trade D'Lo or let him go, whatever. They get Trae Young. They go back to back, and LeBron has 6 rings.
I like this. I like this idea.
What happens then? What is the conversation?
I don't think they get I'm on the side of I don't see how they get I don't see how they get Trae Young.
D'Lo, Reeves, and a pick. Simple.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be that wouldn't be enough because other teams are definitely going to offer a lot more. Like Trae, regardless of how people feel about Trae Young, he's still probably a top 3 playmaker in the league and a top 10 scorer in the league. So it's like
Okay.
he's worth a lot.
How about this? D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, he can go too. Uh, Torian Prince, a few picks,
Gabe
uh,
Vincent.
a few Subway sandwiches. Let's get us Trae Young.
The only way I genuinely if the Lakers somehow ended up with Trae Young, I genuinely would be convinced of tampering. I genuinely would be convinced. Like there are so many teams with so much more that the Hawks would want.
True. Y'all, Rohan asked me a question.
What'd he say?
He said, "What makes you say LeBron is more clutch than Jordan?"
I mean, he is statistically, so there's that.
I'm about to say that. Statistically speaking, he is. Because I broke him down on that other argument about the LGBTQ WNBA thing.
That was so dumb.
What?
Nah, I
Wait,
didn't
remember that.
screenshot the ending of the conversation. We got to a breaking point. I won.
wait. What conversation did I miss?
Oh, I told him that over 40%, it was like 40 to 60% of the WNBA players across the history of the league since 1997 were like LGBTQ community. And he was like, "No, my chart says 36%." Like, bruh, no. Because I said that, like, um, I don't like none of them. It's a whole thing. It's a crazy thing.
We need to talk about the 76ers and Knicks.
That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
actually be a very good game tomorrow.
I think the Sixers got hold in game 2 and they should be up to 1 right now. But I also think Embiid should got ejected in game 3 for what he did.
But also in game 2, Maxey didn't even hold on to the ball. So it was like this is
Maxey
not
was
that.
getting, regardless of that, Maxey was getting jumped. If you've seen the last 2 minutes
Yeah,
before,
I seen it.
did it that
They
day.
should have.
No,
Nick
I'm on the
Nurse tried.
contrary side that I don't think that was a foul.
Now Nick Nurse tried to call the timeout, and the ref ignored
We
him,
couldn't
which
have watched
I
the
didn't
same
get
game
that.
because Maxey was getting jumped.
I don't think that was a foul. I think he
That was
fell.
clearly a foul.
I think he
Maxey,
fell.
dude,
No,
there's
that
no way. Josh Hart pushed him. There's a reason everybody on the court stopped when it happened.
I
No,
got
the
I gotta
reason-
see the
knows
play one
that.
more time, but
No,
I
but the reason-
legitimately I ain't lying to you. I think he fell.
No, but it wasn't the foul not being called. It was Nick Nurse calling the timeout and that being ignored. That was
They
the
also
problem.
didn't. Yeah,
Nick Nurse
they
tried
also
calling
ignored
timeout
that.
twice, and the refs ignored him. That's why they lost. Tyrese Maxey
Like,
couldn't even hold on to the ball.
nah, Maxey got jumped and Nick Nurse got ignored. They should have won game 2.
Guys,
And
Ayush wants to join.
Who?
they could have had a chance to win game 2. Still don't know.
Who wants to join? I still think the
Ayush.
Sixers. I don't know who that is. Or
Yeah,
I
you
don't.
do.
What? What do you not
Or
know who he is?
I suck with names, so I probably do. I just don't know.
He's
who
the second Indian dude, the oldest one.
I know. I'm Indian.
He's the one that says funny shit.
That doesn't narrow it down at all.
That was terrible.
That's all I got.
Fuck it, let him join. Fuck it, let him join. I'll remember eventually.
All right.
Mm.
Brandon said he couldn't because he's at a party and will be drunk.
What series do we not talk about? The
Oh, we
Pacers,
didn't talk
Pacers in
about.
5. Like I
Yeah,
said,
it's Pacers
Oh,
in
no.
5. Giannis
Uh,
and
Giannis
Dame are
and-
both out tomorrow.
yep, said
Oh,
Pacers
yeah,
in
Pacers
5.
in
Knew I
5.
was right.
Hold on, because
I was right.
cash money. Chris is still a thing.
It is, but he ain't scoring 55 points.
Shit,
That's
he
the
just
only way
might.
they win.
The way
Actually, he
playing
might. He just had 48.
Yeah, he just might. The way he was playing the other day, he just might.
No
If he
Giannis and
scores
no Dame.
55 points, I'm going to cry.
No Giannis, no Dame. Middleton is scoring 55.
Shit, that nigga gonna have to for them to have a chance.
Actually, we got to see Thanasis play actual playoff minutes. That's sad. I just
Oh
thought
yeah,
about it. They're going to
if
have
the
Thanasis
Masters
out
is
there.
getting actual playoff minutes, it's gonna get real tragic.
I mean,
The
they might
Nasus
have a choice now.
Antetokounmpo should never play basketball in the NBA.
That brother's Thanasis is terrible.
Thanasis is like Thanasis is like he'd be like a solid G League player.
Maybe. I don't even know if he'd be good there.
No, I know we like to joke about it, but like the dude would be like a solid G League player.
But have you seen him play in the minutes he does to get?
Yes.
It's not fun to watch. He would
Really?
be like the best role player in the G League. That's kind of sad.
I mean, he's the Nasus Antetokounmpo. I don't know what
That brother's gonna be flipping burgers soon.
he should already be doing that.
He's really not because Giannis is brother, and if the Bucks want to keep Giannis happy, they're gonna keep him there.
So once he gets traded to the Warriors, they're trading Thanasis too.
Yes.
If Giannis gets traded to the Warriors, I'm not watching basketball that season. I swear. I'd be so sick to my stomach.
They're gonna trade Clay, Wiggins, Moses Moody, and a pick.
It'd have to be more than one pick for sure, but it could theoretically get it done.
Yeah, the Warriors gonna have to
Chris, check the chat.
practice
I
him.
used just said the funniest thing ever.
He can't speak on the call.
No, I can't. My brother, I know you can hear me. I'm sorry about this.
Okay, I remember who he is because he says a lot of funny shit, but like I didn't know his name.
That's funny.
They try not to. Let my Indian brother out the cage. Chinese.
We didn't talk about well, I don't think we need to talk about the Celtics and Heat. Or
We do. We definitely do. Because regardless of what the I have more questions about the Celtics making it out the East than I do about the Miami Heat. Miami don't even have Jimmy, but they lost a game to a Miami Heat team without Jimmy at home. If they do that against a team like, I don't know,
New York.
New York, if they do that against a team like if they do that against a team like Philly, if they do that against a team like hell, Orlando, if they make it that far, they're not gonna get it as easy as they got it against the Miami Heat.
well, the Celtics, they're either playing Orlando or Cleveland next round.
And if they lose one at home to with I'm picking Orlando to come out of this series at 6. No, 7. No, 6. I'm right, 6. I'm picking Orlando to come out of this series in 6, but if they lose one, why is this one? I think so. Yeah. But if Orlando does come out of this series and if Orlando does come out of this series and the Celtics fuck around and lose one at home, I can realistically see them getting bounced by Orlando.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Celtics team because it's like this is the Heat without Jimmy Butler. You should be up 3-0 right now.
You should definitely be up 3-0.
And then it's the crazy thing is, I have a feeling the Heat might win next game. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's gonna be
I don't
tied
know
2-2.
how
I
or
said
why,
Boston in
but
6.
I have a feeling the Heat win the next game.
And I could definitely see that happening. I was assuming that was going to happen.
I still don't trust Joe Mazzulla as a coach.
Joe Mazzulla.
He hasn't gave me a reason to trust him as a coach.
Mm-hmm. That's weird because the charger was just working. The charger was just working just fine before I just handed it to you. Oh, what
I
else?
wish I had the earbuds.
What else do we need to talk about?
Good question.
That's about it for the playoffs. But
Can I yet? If we're done with talking about the playoffs, can I yap about my Rockets?
Yeah.
Baby daddy Jalen Green will never be forgotten. baby, baby daddy Jalen Green was one of the best players I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. Like
Will never be forgotten.
once he figured out he had a family to feed, he knew it was up. And the fact that we almost traded him to the fact that we almost traded him and multiple picks for Mikal Bridges still kind of pisses me off. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I was literally just using this when you walked in. Yeah, we almost traded. We almost traded. We almost traded Jalen Green and like 8 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. No, it wasn't 8. It was like 6, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. It
Bro,
was just a
did
shit
you
ton.
just go from 8 to 3?
Yeah, it was like 3, 4. I just know it was a shit ton. I know we were about to trade like a shit ton to get Mikal.
You said 8. I was like, wow, okay. Mikal
Nah,
Bridges.
nah, it was like 3, 4. I was definitely over exaggerating. But
Bro,
we
Mikal Bridges was hot for a stretch last year. He was averaging like 26 for like a month.
hell, the nigga was hot this year. Like he for like majority of the year,
Whoa,
for 3 months he was shooting over 40% from 3.
This shit works now, finally. Jesus fucking Christ. Took 10 years, bro.
Finally, it worked.
Yeah, bro. I had to restart Zoom because these cunts.
Brent left on accident.
How do you leave on accident?
He's 13. They
I don't
let him
know.
use technology, bro.
That's what he told me. I want him to come back.
Nah, I want to see Rich because I remember like last time I talked to him, he sounds like Kermit, so I gotta like prepare myself for that one.
Oh yeah, he's joining up soon,
Yeah. By the way, this is
and
like,
Brent's coming back.
is this gonna be posted to YouTube? Like, no racism, right?
No, definitely racism.
Okay, yeah.
If it is getting posted to YouTube, he can just like, bleep it out. You'll be fine.
The fact that he hasn't done that with me in any of his videos, I'm not sure how he still has a channel.
Yeah, I'll probably upload it. I think we're fine. Yeah.
All right. Nah, Gordy trying to get involved. He's not fucking invited.
Alright, let me
Actually, hey Bobby, you did say we said some crazy things on the podcast. Wonder how we
What'd you
got away
say?
with that. We said some
What'd you
crazy
say?
things on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
I
we
don't know how we
did.
got away with that.
I don't know. It's a good
Yeah.
question.
Hey, I remember we ended one pod and I said Hitler was a great guy.
You did
I
say
mean,
that.
he was a great guy in my opinion. He was just giving out free gas, and who wouldn't want free gas?
Honestly, like they hated him because he spoke the fucking truth. Who's your favorite dictator of all time right now? Go. 1, 2,
Vladimir
3.
Putin.
Oh, Putin, the modern era. You like the new gen?
No,
King Jong-un.
I actually lied. It's not Putin. Who the fuck was the
Okay.
other dude that was in charge when Hitler was in charge? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I gotta stop recording. It's